Hello, welcome to the C.H.A.B.I.S YouTube channel. This is just one of my shenanigans video. I'm a bit in a pensive mood. Did read some social media instead of studying, of course. Procrastinating like a pro. And there is a thought I want to talk about. And this is about change. One thing is, change is a natural constant, so to say. Change happens all the time. But changing a society leads to problems. Basically, in my theory, there are two types of people, very roughly. The ones that embrace change and even want it, and they are, or at least they are okay with things changing, and the others which will oppose anything changing, whatever it is, as soon as they notice something is changing. Very roughly, as I said. Now, both are part of the society and both can vote and can start referendums and polls and stuff, at least in some parts of the world. So, in theory, if you wanted to change society the way there is no opposition, you had to choose that system. You know the story of the frog in the hot pot. It's kind of, you have to keep the temperature change. If we say society changes like the temperature change in that hot pot, or in that pot which is not hot in the beginning, you have to keep the temperature change below the level somebody notices it, because if they start noticing it, it will be too late to reverse it or to act. And I'm quite about sure some politicians actually do this. This is probably a known concept. I did not research, but I have the feeling it is done at certain levels. And if you manage to bring a change in, kind of quicker for people to notice the right time, but slow enough they will not notice it until it's too late. It's quite a sweet spot you have to hit. You can change society. If you are too slow, nature will be faster than you, and your change will come after it should have been there. If you are too fast, and many of us wanting change are moving too fast, to be honest. So many people want change now, or maybe tomorrow, but not later. And if you are too fast, you run into a wall. And you have the risk to have everything reverted, including all the changes that came before you and that brought you in the position to even think about the change you wanted to apply. So you sort of run into the wall and bounce back and end up before the point you started. So yeah, this works for good changes and for bad changes, or for changes I consider good and for changes I consider bad. It's the equal. It's kind of, it's not physics, but it has some properties of a physics law in that respect that it applies to any kind of change. It also applies to changes going backwards. If you are too fast, you also trigger opposition from the progressive ones that time. And if you want to go too fast forward, you run into the wall of the non-progressive or degressive ones. Does this term exist? Yeah, would be technically applicable. That's all I wanted to say, and just because I had some spare time to kill. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.